Today, we are very glad to have the CEO of Maxtech Ventures, Mr. Peter Wilson, to be here with us today to talk about his company. How are you doing, Peter, today?
I'm holding it together. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Stuck at home today, but getting back to it.
Yeah, good. So maybe you could just start off by talking about your key project here, the Panama Gold Project, the background of it. Why did Maxtech acquire this project?
Sure. So we've been on the hunt for an advanced stage Canadian-based, advanced stage kind of gold asset that we thought was going to be the place to be in the coming years. And we were introduced to a company called Benton Resources, and Benton had drilled this property late last year and flew a mag survey over it and identified a whole bunch of new targets. They were very excited about the project. And as they had intersected gold in every single hole they drilled, I think they drilled about 9 or 12 holes last year. And then they got a little distracted with another platinum palladium project they had, so they sort of moved on to that before they really got back to this project. The history of this project was ownership of by Noranda. Big geophysical surveys done by them and drills in that time. The other owner, of course, was Gold Corp. So the land package is about 11,700 hectares, so it's large, and it just seemed to be in the right jurisdiction. Canada in the right gold camp. Red Lake is famous for the Red Lake gold mine, of course, and others. I think there have been 4 high-grade gold discoveries in the last 2.5 years in the camp, in the area. So great place to start. Advanced stage exploration project, with lots of work on it, lots of data for us to work for, lots of targets to generate. And then we went in and looked at the magnetic survey and found multiple further targets. And I can get into that through the next set of questions.
Cool. So what's the drilling plan now? So I know you're starting to get the drilling going on the program. Can you tell us a bit about the planning for the drilling?
So we've set out a plan for 4,000 meters, and we are currently drilling now. We've finished the first 2, I'd say 3 holes. We are currently drilling right now. So it's very exciting for us to be, on the property. It thawed out early, so access is there. The weather's fantastic. Everybody's, ahead of schedule. Even fuel costs have come down quite significantly. So we're saving money on the budget, but we're halfway through a 4,000 meter program entirely. Plus, we've got an expanded field exploration program happening. So we've got 5 geologists on site as we speak.
Wow, that's a lot of technical people.
Yeah.
And maybe you can just mention a bit because you talk about Red Lake, the region being prolific. Do you have some names of investors also know very well, aware of the synergy between your project and their project as well?
Yeah, notably Great Bear Resources. I mean, they have been very, very successful. They're $800 million market cap company, probably now $12 a share, something like that. They are working on the property so successfully that's only about 70 kilometers away from where we are. We sit in the same geological structures. Sometimes you see the identical fold nose closures through the mag interpretations that we have that they have, and we hope to follow in their success steps. But there are multiple mines and projects in the area, so we're in good company. The best place to find a gold mine is right next to another one. So
good to know. So in order to be a successful junior company, obviously the team is very important. But can you tell us a bit about the background of your team, your technical team, and yourself too?
Sure. So I've been the CEO of this company, and I've been in the I've been in the mining business, finance side, for 25 years. I had a good success with a company called Hana Mining that we built into about a $600 million market cap. It was a copper and silver asset in Botswana, Africa. But we've been through lots. I mean, way back in 2003, I had a producing gold mine in Sheet Harbor, Nova Scotia. So we've got some good experience. On the finance side, we've raised an awful lot of money and had a little bit of success. So my, excellent team, has experience in the region that we're in. So we've got Jim Rogers, who's has been a chief geologist for multiple companies over, a span of 35 years in the Red Lake district. He was the one that discovered the high-grade gold deposit from the drilling perspective of the Red Lake mine itself. So, huge local knowledge. Of course, we have the benefit of Benton Resources and an excellent team that they have over there. That they're in Thunder Bay, Ontario. They were the previous operator of the property, and obviously have intimate knowledge of it. So anything that we ask for, they're right there to help. And it's just it's just a great team. Everything's working very, very smoothly.
Yeah, good to know. So may I just want to throw you another question about the overall market on the gold side. So what's your thoughts on how's the gold gonna perform? Is in the bull market, obviously, will we continue to be on the rise? And what's your thoughts on the overall gold market?
I think it's the place to be in the market for sure. Gold and silver. Just that we're all locked into right now has curtailed business so dramatically. I can't even imagine going to a movie theater ever again. I mean, there's just so many things to talk about on the subject. But is in relation to gold, I think that the real stress on the markets has yet to be seen. And what I mean by that is that the second quarter numbers are going to be devastating, and it's gonna, and that's just the financial aspect of it. Gold is a great hedge. I think it's, it's been bouncing around the 1720 mark for some time now, but everything that I'm told and read points to, a much higher number in the 2000 range. And then when you look at gold as a in the US dollar perspective, it's crazy. I mean, what are we dealing with? 70 cent, 71 cent Canadian dollar. So we're well through $2,400, $2,300 gold, in the Canadian dollar perspective, and even higher in Australia. So this is the focus to be in. This is the place to be in. And I think if you can accumulate ounces in the ground, either through the drill bit or acquisition, you'll do well in the next 12 to 18 months.
So along with the exciting times of gold and silver ahead, so why should, obvious reasons, why should investors consider investing into Maxtech right now?
Well, as I said, we're an advanced exploration stage company. We're drilling, and that's the exciting part of it. We're also prospecting in different areas and finding out new things every day. We'll have a significant news flow in the coming months with the assay results and maybe some other interesting things that I'm working on in the M&A sector. So if you're interested in the jurisdiction in Canada, it's safe. We're in a prolific district with proven mines. There's more gold in Red Lake, and we're probably the cheapest entrance point into that sector in the jurisdiction. Okay, so thank you for sharing with us your insight today, Peter. We'll talk again soon. Until next time, okay? Thank you. Take care. You too. Bye-bye.